How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, the reason why we do this, you maybe had a long day or maybe you had a stressful day. Hey, I know some of you are actually enjoying a holiday, Good Friday right now, but you come here to watch this video plus hear one of my corny jokes. So here it comes. What do you call a dog in a submarine? A subwoofer. Come on. That's pretty good, right? So what we're going to be talking about is AMC and GME. But before we get started, I want to let you guys know I want to build a Discord for investors and swing traders who want to be profitable in the stock market. So if you're interested in joining and becoming a better trader and a better investor, and also network with other people that want to achieve the same goal as you, then definitely check out the link in the description so we can get this started. You're also going to get up-to-date alerts from me whenever I get into a position and when I get out of position, and also more updates in regards to the 5K challenge and the 10K challenge. And if you have any questions, I'll be answering down in there as well, because I feel like those same questions, other people can see it and it can help them out as well. So what we're going to be going over for AMC and GME, we're going to be going over the technical analysis and taking a look at the price action that was going down on Thursday. This is super important so we can come up with realistic price predictions. You see a lot of YouTube videos giving you these ridiculous numbers saying this is going to happen, that's going to happen, but we don't do that here on the channel. We keep things realistic so you have realistic expectations. So I'm going to do the technical analysis for both of these stocks, and then we're going to go over the news in regards to AMC and what kind of really does a great job explaining some of the downward pressure that we experienced on the stock yesterday. So let's get into them. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis on GME. So we could see overall on the day yesterday, it was up 0.86%. So that's something that was good to see. We ended up having a high of $196.97 and reaching lows of $183.60. We also know, if we take a look now, we ended up having a gap up that went down inside the pre-market, and we could definitely see that we had some area of support right here at this $193 level. As we got closer into the open, we ended up having a strong sell-off, and that's where we ended up getting to the lows. But it didn't spend that much time up there, so we could definitely see we have some support right here at this $186 area. We also know about the 185, so this is a healthy area of support for GME, and it actually showed looking very strong yesterday. As we could see, it bounced off. Even when it broke through, recovered very quickly. Then we ended up having a strong move coming up towards the upside here right around 125, but definitely came to a resistance area, which we also saw in the pre-market here at $195. I know for a fact if we would have been able to actually have a lot more buying pressure and a stronger movement, then we definitely could have tested getting in back into the $200 range, which we know GME is very familiar with. But even getting up to $196.97 was actually great to see, considering this is right before the long weekend. Now, if we take a look in what was going down in the after hours yesterday, it did a really good job actually holding down the support of $190, as you could see. And then it ended up closing at $191.50 in after hours. So of course GME is continuing to look good. If we take a look right here at this 21-day EMA, it's right at $191.43. So if we take a look at the recent trend, seeing at the 5-day 5-minute chart, again, this is an area of support. We already know we've seen GME hold down 190 very well, and as you can see, it's a familiar area. So that's why I'm definitely looking forward to seeing GME test those 200s come sometime next week. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if there ends up being a pullback. Again, this would be a great swing trading opportunity. Then definitely look for levels here, which has definitely been proven to pop up. But when you do get the opportunity, it's right here around this $186, $185 level. If that level ends up breaking, then the next area that you want to be looking out for is definitely around the 180s, and then also around 175. But again, it does recover very quickly, and it makes it its move back to 200s. So we're now taking a look at the 3-month 1-day chart. We want to see how the overall trend for GME is actually going. So of course we still have that volume and demand, and we're right above trend. As you can see here from the 21-day, it's at $178.29, and currently we are $191.50. So that is good. As long as it's staying above the 21-day EMA here, it continues to have a bullish trend. We saw previously it ended up breaking through this area, but again, it had recovered very quickly by the way that it was able to bounce right off that 50-day. So like I said, that's part of the reasons why I'm still looking forward to seeing some bullish action going on for GME next week. So what we're looking forward to, I want to see GME get past that $200 resistance area, because we do have support there, and then end up making those strong moves so we can start seeing around the 210s and the 220s. If it does pull back further from where it's at 191, look out for those areas of 185, 180, 170, 175, and so forth, because those could definitely be good swing trade opportunities. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis for AMC. So overall on the day, which was yesterday on Thursday, it was down 8.33%. We ended up seeing highs of $10.26, as you could see over here, and we ended up seeing lows of $9.15. So if we take a look and open it up, if we see inside the pre-market, we definitely showed some support here right at this $10.20 area. And as we got right into the open, we ended up having a strong sell-off, bouncing off some support right here, right at $9.60. What it was looking like, we ended up having a lot more buying pressure due to the sell-off here, and ended up hitting highs and hitting this resistance area right here at $10.07 to be exact. So as that started to happen, again, a lot more selling pressure, and we started dipping down even lower as we got closer into the close, getting down to lows of $19.15. So definitely what we're seeing here, that we have some support in this particular area. Now, if we take a look at what was going down into the after hours, you could definitely see we have some strong support right here at the $9.30 area. Now what we want to do is take a look at the 5-day 5-minute chart. And when we take a look at the 5-day 5-minute, taking a look at the most recent of trading days that have occurred, we can see all the way back here on March the 25th, we had a low of $8.82. So coming for next week, I'll be definitely looking forward to seeing if AMC ends up actually revisiting this particular low right here close to that $9 area. We're going to see if it's able to bounce through support. If it's unable to bounce through that support, or if that support area ends up breaking, then we could definitely look forward to seeing how well the $8.80 area could actually hold. If we're looking for some upside movement, then we're definitely want to see AMC reclaiming and getting back into this $9.60 area. That is correct. If we could start getting into that area sometime next week, then we could start seeing some bullish behavior. So if we take a look at the 3-month 1-day chart, we could see right here, it looked like it was very close to bouncing right off the 50-day SMA. As you can see it here at $8.97. And it's part of the reasons why we really want to see if this $9 area can actually hold. Because if it does end up breaking right through the 50-day, as you see right here, then we could definitely possibly end up seeing a pullback going all the way to $8. If it ends up being bullish for next week, then I'm definitely looking forward to see it make a move, again reclaiming and getting back into that $10 area, which were some of the gains that it gave up on Thursday. So it's definitely one of these situations where we're gonna have to wait and see how this turns out, and then we can go from there in regards to making sure you have the right game plan. But like I said, look out for that pullback if it ends up happening, and like I said, if it does, we have to see that $9 area can hold. But if it ends up looking positive and it's continuing to be bullish, and we need to see it past 960 and then make that move to 10, and then reclaiming back to $10.38, we could start continuing back on that bullish trend. All right, so we're going to be going over an article that came out on April the 1st. So this is more so about AMC and why we saw the price action that we saw yesterday. So AMC Entertainment seeks approval to sell 500 million new shares. Bloomberg, AMC Entertainment Holdings Inc. is seeking investor approval to issue as many as 500 million new shares as an opportunity for a financial cushion while the theater chain works to draw fans back to the movies. Management doesn't necessarily intend to sell the new shares immediately, but wants the option to do so. CEO Officer Adam Aron said Thursday in an interview on CNBC the company announced the effort in regulatory filings last month. AMC could use the shares to bolster its cash reserve, buy back debt at a discount, settle deferred theater rents, or pursue an acquisition, Aron said. The shares have soared over the past 6 months, benefiting from a Reddit-fueled investing frenzy that sent heavily shorted stocks into the stratosphere. There are a lot of good reasons for shareholders to give us the authority, Aron said. Shares of the Leawood, Kansas-based company fell as much as 6.4% to $9.56 in New York. The company's 12% second lien notes due 2026 rose more than a cent on the dollar to a high of 82.88 cents according to Trace Bond Trading data. AMC has raised more than $1 billion in financing this year, which helps stave off bankruptcy while its theaters were closed because of the coronavirus pandemic. The company said previously it might seek more financing, and some creditors have suggested it sell more shares to pay down debt. Theater chains have been hit hard by government-mandated shutdowns during the COVID-19 pandemic. While the company has been able to reopen all but a small portion of its locations, it's still operating at limited capacity to ensure extra space for customers and many moviegoers who have been reluctant to attend. The problem has been compounded by studios delaying major releases that drive ticket sales. AMC shares traded at historic lows for much of 2020 as the COVID-19 crisis engulfed the company. Management started issuing going concern notices last June, warning the company risks running out of cash. The shares have jumped more than 350% this year as a result of Reddit traders and the infusion of fresh capital. So this article, as you can see, came from Bloomberg Newswire, and that's what I wanted to kind of share with you guys, and part of the overreaction that we ended up seeing yesterday in the AMC stock. So for my final thoughts on AMC, this is news that we were aware of for quite some time already. But the fact that he went on the national television network CNBC talking about wanting to add another 500 million shares, this is definitely having an effect and is part of the overreaction that we saw on Thursday. One thing to be aware of as a shareholder, because I am a shareholder myself, and the vote says yes to increasing the amount of shares outstanding, our shares will get diluted. So that means they won't be as valuable, just to keep that in simple terms so you guys realize this. So definitely a lot of traders are saying, hey, I'm going to make sure that I protect my profits. And that's the same thing that I'm going to tell you right now. So if you were in AMC, especially in that $5 area, or whether it's $6 or you got an average cost of $7, just make sure that you have somewhere where you're protecting your profits and minimizing your risk. Am I saying that AMC stock will not bounce back if they end up adding another 500 million shares? No, I am not saying that, but at the same time, it's better to be safe than sorry. And this also makes you want to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. So just make sure when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. Like I said, this is going to be coming down to a vote. So if the majority of votes said no, we will not allow you to increase the number of shares that are available, then this will not happen. But if the vote ends up going into a yes or in favor of increasing the amount of shares, anyone who's a current shareholder, yes, your shares are now going to be diluted. So now that we got that out of the way and you know that, what we want to talk about is GME. We've already seen GME. It is very, very consistent in regards to the price action that we've been seeing. But I do believe, and I am positive on the fact that GME will be getting back into that $200 range. Another thing is, I just like what GME is doing, especially with the way they've been shuffling up management. Right? Bringing in executives from Amazon, from Chewy, wanting to be the Amazon for online video gaming is huge. That is big. And just seeing what the future prospects look like got me very, very interested to see what else goes on even further. So for GME, I am still bullish on AMC, but at the same time, I'm making sure that I protect my profits. Because like I always say, it is better to come out winning than in losing in this particular situation. No point in sitting down with a loss or dealing with a loss when you could have been profitable. The stock market is for you to grow your money, not lose your money. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and we'll be talking real soon. Peace out.